be focused on the game and it ain't about him. So he want to inject himself into the doggone Clippers game that he ain't even playing. Clippers in Dallas. Man, they shouldn't have thrown him out of the game. Nobody asked you. Worry about the Lakers. Do you hear any other players, period, talking about what happened on somebody else's game? They ain't talking about nothing. They sitting there watching the game and like, all right, whatever. When we see him, we see him. You got to worry about what's even more disrespectful, and we ain't even gotten to it yet, but we gonna get into that. Is this whole thing that they were doing, this disrespect of Portland, that the Lakers are doing, is just ridiculous. It's completely ridiculous.
Hey,
listen.
I'm looking at my speaker sneakers right now.
I'd rather watch the Kyrie movie.
Yeah, I mean, and here's the thing.
Uncle Drew? I like Uncle Drew. Uncle Drew's
right, Uncle Drew's a hooping movie. I can appreciate that. So this dude gonna piggyback off Mike, but this is why people don't like him. Do you hear any other players talking about Porzingis who ain't even playing against him? You gotta be worried about doggone Portland. You over here worrying about Porzingis because nobody talking about you. Everybody talking about basketball ain't got nothing to do with you. You want to interject yourself into the middle of, I don't think Porzingis should have been ejected.
What exactly did he say?
Oh,
I missed it.
He was talking about Porzingis on Twitter, talking about Porzingis shouldn't have been ejected. He on there giving his critique on the decision. I don't think Porzingis should have been ejected. We don't give a damn about what you think, man. I ain't had to say nothing. The fans is cussing him out for me.
Out for the NBA? Was he speaking out for the NBA or something? What the hell?
That's what I'm saying. It's none of your concern.
He's the ambassador of the league.
Man, get on if that was Jordan Anderson, look, man, do your job, we do
And what makes it even worse, the more disrespect that they've been showing the Portland Trailblazers. They got the Kobe Bryant jerseys they're going to wear in honor of Kobe in the second round of the playoffs. How are you going to make some decision about some new jerseys in the second round? You ain't even made it there yet.
Is that put your I'm not gonna lie, they did say if they make it. They did put that if in there. They could put
No, I mean, but that was they're lobbying the refs and lobbying everybody. Push us forward. If y'all want to see the Kobe Bryant special edition jerseys, go ahead and push us. They marketing, baby. They ain't trying to win. They ain't trying to play to win. That ain't what they doing. They ain't trying to play to win, dog. Not at all. They playing dirty and foul. Dirty and foul. It's a business.
What day is it?
April 24th on Monday. They're doing something downtown for Kobe, I think, in Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
Which I thought LA should have did in 24. I don't know how they look.
I mean, LA probably gonna do something. Well, no, they can't do nothing because of COVID. You know, California down again. So like.
Yeah, but I mean, but why wouldn't LA like hop on that? It's like, why Florida hopped on it so quick? It's like
because Florida got more. Florida got more leeway in what's going on. Like people was outside in Florida, like they don't care. Cali, they just shutting down the state again. It's like,
yeah, I'm talking about them.
Man, they just keep on rejecting the king. You know, and this thing is getting like ridiculous. But it is what it is. They trying to block out my crew. But you see what this is. LeBron James fans, they see what it is. They know what time it is. The writing's on the wall. So you want to go ahead and get these new jerseys or whatever to try to lobby and play politics and politically get your way to the next round. All right, go ahead, knock yourself out. But ball is gonna determine it.
Yeah, you know, we got Kobe and
You
all,
see,
you know,
ball is gonna determine it though. They can lobby and they trying to politic their way to the next
and
round.
Michael Jackson. I'm sorry,
Yo,
Mike
this
and
Bulls squad.
I'm with you right now, Mr.
Never feel
Sledge.
about it. I'm trying to like.
They trying to play politics,
I don't know how I feel about
and
it.
they trying to go political, and they trying to play political games to push themselves to the next round.
You know that's happening. So
yeah, not buying that.
because I remember when the two parts released the Space Jam jersey from the old movies like a few years ago. So
Yeah,
right,
well, they re-released it with the shoes.
Yeah, with the shoes. I bought the shoes, but I never bought that jersey.
Yeah. So that's what it is. Straight up and down.
Exactly. That's because Devin Booker's the type of dude that he like, man, look.
Devin Booker's not gonna punch LeBron, man. Let's cancel that right there. Let's get that whole mentality out of here. Devin Booker is not going to punch LeBron James. He's not that kind of player. LeBron knows what he is. He knows what he's getting into. That's why he got him in the first place. You know, you got to understand that LeBron knows his people he deal with and people he don't. You know, Booker's tough, but he's got a respect for LeBron, you know, so they trying to lobby for Booker, you know, so let's, you know, they trying to politically get their way to a title, and I just want ball to dictate who wins, you know. We've seen all the politics. That's not good for basketball. You know, it's too much BS going on in the world now, and it becomes contagious to people think that's the norm. Yo, you know, if they get him, then they get this guy, then they grab another superstar, then we gonna have a dynasty. You know, see, and that's how people think because they think it's normal. Like this is supposed to happen. So when you see that or hear that, this becomes the mentality. So you gotta learn how to rise above the nonsense in certain situations. But as far as the guys, ooh, they go.
This though, y'all know it was the funniest fight, bro. That wasn't even a. Oh man, y'all probably ain't never seen footage of this 1977 NBA Finals with Daryl Dawkins fighting Maurice Lucas. Yeah.
Oh no, I've seen that before.
That was hilarious, bro. That wasn't even a fight. They was just squatting up, bro. That was.
This is crazy. They are going at it. I'm loving it. But they're trying to lock me out of my own live stream. How crazy is this? LeBron, you something else. But it takes more than that to skin the cat. He wins. If you put LeBron right now on that team in Miami, what would they be? Name the best player in the NBA and you put them on the Miami Heat team right now and replace them with Jimmy. What would they be?
You talking about LeBron when he was 28?
No, right now.
Anybody you think you say Jimmy is number 2? Who's number 1?
Jimmy
been done for like 4 years.
But look at what he did last year for the 76ers. They didn't have Ben Simmons. He came up small. And Biggie was throwing up from food. He was the only one balling.
Right.
It was Jimmy the one that was keeping them in there. They wouldn't have won 7 games.
Kick him out. Kick him out.
That's my point.
Kick him out. You sound crazy. Kick him out.
That's my point.
That second shot, then Kawhi went down and hit the other shot because they did a pick and roll, and he ended up on Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Right. He almost sound like Nick Ray with the shirt.
Exactly. What are you talking about?
Who has he beaten? Who has he beaten? has he done? I just missed. Who is Jimmy Butler?
He coming this year.
Kick him out the screen. He sound crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. But you definitely
He
sound
hasn't beaten
crazy
nobody. He hasn't done anything.
Oh
We
my
will see
goodness.
this year. Will he beat the Bucks? I don't know.
Well,
Who was the Heat
All you gotta do is stop Giannis half court.
all I know is he make players better.
So disappointed.
He make teams better. When Jimmy's on the team, they win. When he not on the team, they lose. That's all I know.
Yeah, they win enough to get knocked out in the second round.
He don't have superstar players everywhere he go. Like LeBron got to stack the deck.
What you saying, Tito?
Said LeBron got to stack the deck before he can go there. He got to flush out a whole team and get 14 other players before he can go
I ain't
somewhere.
talking about LeBron though. I'm talking about Jimmy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Jimmy go wherever the team is.
We can keep it on Jimmy Butler.
We are keeping it on Jimmy, but I'm saying Jimmy went there and did play with what was there. They didn't give no players for Jimmy. Jimmy went there with a Miami team with basically an all freshman, undrafted team. Nobody drafted this team. This team way overachieved. They thought they were gonna be an 8th seed, but because of Jimmy and the way he got these boys playing, and they believe they could beat anybody. I want Jimmy Butler on my team before any of these. Before I take James Harden, I want Jimmy Butler.
Oh no, you crazy.
I don't know about all that.
Yep. You know why?
I agree with him.
Definitely won.
You know why?
James Harden almost went to the finals. James Harden almost went to the finals. 7 games with Golden State.
Yeah, but who did James have with him? You act like James was by himself.
How many times that took him to do that?
James wasn't by himself. I guarantee you, if they'd have replaced James Harden with Jimmy Butler, they would have beat Golden State and went to the NBA Finals.
James Harden, James Harden, he's gonna
Definitely would have.
fall. Not.
And why did they lose? Because they were 0 for 15 for 3. They were 0 for 15 and was still throwing up threes.
James Harden choked.
Jimmy
Right.
Butler and Trevor
He
Ariza.
always choke. Jimmy ain't gonna choke.
Oh my gosh.
Jimmy gonna show up because Jimmy would have went to the paint, got fouled, stopped the clock, went to the line. Jimmy know how to control the game. That's why Dwayne Wade told Pat Riley, you gotta get Jimmy over here.
Dude, he beat Brooklyn the first time.
He did do that against Kawhi.
We just went over this.
Why he didn't do that against Brown
Because
in
you had Ben
Chicago?
Simmons that was scared to shoot.
Why he didn't do that against Brown in Chicago?
Why he ain't do
Where was he then?
He was doing good in Chicago, but that was Derrick Rose's team.
Who was that team? They had Jim Kendall. Yeah, Jim Kendall.
They had Lou Aldane, they had Noah, D. Rose.
Jimmy.
Dude, this is not NBA 2K.
You trolling. You trolling now. He said
Noah was definitely good at that time.
Dog, this is not NBA 2K. Derrick Rose was, matter of fact, he had just left, and it became Jimmy Butler's team. They traded him.
Was definitely done at that time. Oh, I'm sorry.
Rose was hurt. Rose was hurt a lot during that time. So, Rose was completely hurt.
Dropping something on the Patreon about Jam Master J?
It's probably already out by now.
Probably already. Yeah. The bags will
Drop it on there.
Yeah.
I'm about to go read it.
Yeah.
Top Gibson was done. Jim Cano was a non-factor.
It wasn't done, Jimmy.
I mean,
Jimmy
come
just,
on.
He a number 2. That's all. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
And then Derrick Rose.
He had Mike Dunn.
Loved Derrick Rose, but he was always injured.
Right.
Like he's
Right, you making it look like Joakim Noah.
Not going 7 games with the Raptors.
First go around in Cleveland, he had
Listen.
and he had help the second
The
time.
76ers.
And he had help in LA. Brian has played with more talent and all-stars than any other superstar in history, bro.
That's right.
Ever.
You can't
Ever.
I'll give LeBron that
Listen.
Ever.
76ers is not.
And you about to play with another superstar, Devin Booker. So, come on, bro.
Double figures every year. Every year he had a team of guys that's like 3 or 4 guys in double figures, if not
And
more.
that's a fact.
His double figures went down
And that's a
for
fact.
because D Wade and Bosh dominated the ball a lot, just like he did. So they only had 3 guys in double figures. So
Yeah.
go look at his teams the first years around. And he won
What's going
6
on, bro?
games back to back.
What's up, CP, for the win?
What's up, bro?
So don't tell me this guy ain't had no help. He had way better teams than Butler. So
I'm
stop
saying he ain't no help.
Yep.
I'm saying
smoking on that.
Jimmy never got it done. I'm just sorry.
Jimmy never got it done. He didn't have the personnel.
76ers is not going 7 games with the Raptors
I'm
without
looking
Jimmy
at his
Butler.
resume. It says second round, second round, second round.
See, you looking at resume. You looking at the paper. You got to watch the games. You not the paper only gonna tell you so much. You got to watch the game.
Coach that don't know what he's doing. Oh, bad. Go ahead, Cino.
No, I'm just saying you got to watch the games. The paper ain't gonna tell you nothing. The paper tell you somebody had 28, 12, and 11, but they played like crap.
I can't lie.
So the numbers can deceive
Let me
you.
ask you something though. Let me ask you this though. Every team that Jimmy Butler ended up on, didn't he make the team better though?
Exactly.
Every time.
When he went to Minnesota, who ran Minnesota? Jimmy.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Yep.
Of course he's gonna make the team better.
That's what great
That's what we saying.
Why did this respect?
I'm saying he ain't no number one.
Okay.
But number 2 ain't gonna make no team
What
better.
number 2 player made
I'm
that
saying
team?
he ain't no number one.
Okay, but
I'll answer you a question. What number 2 player made their team better? What number 2? What number 2?
Well,
I'm
yeah,
waiting.
He's stuck. He's stuck.
I mean,
He don't
I
got no
ain't
say.
gonna
I don't
lie.
know. I don't pay attention to number 2s. I don't pay attention to number 2s. He's stuck.
Oh,
He ain't got
George
no
is
say.
a number 2, so we got to be trolling it.
No,
My thing is this.
Paul George.
Try again.
Paul George.
Number 1 in Indiana.
Okay.
Try again.
Okay, let's say Jimmy Butler was playing with all the players you said on the Chicago Bulls. If you took Jimmy Butler out and you put LeBron there, okay, let's say when Jimmy played with the Bulls, you take Jimmy Butler out and you put in LeBron. Right? Do they win a championship?
Yeah.
Right.
No. Right.
Nope.
Okay, you put him with Minnesota. You put LeBron with the Cat and Wiggins. And you put them on that team and you think they finna win in the playoffs. Okay, so LeBron couldn't make that team better. So if LeBron's supposed to be a 1, right? He's a number 1, and Butler's a number 2 guy, and LeBron is a 1 and can't make those teams better. What would he done with the 76ers?
I think the Bulls would went to the finals. The Bulls would have went to the finals in the East.
No, they wouldn't. Stop it.
No, they wouldn't.
Not that team. That Bulls team, no.
They wouldn't have beat the Boston Big 3 would have beat them. What are you talking about?
Yeah, what the rest of do? That team was in fit. They had no type of shooters, but only Mike.
They had a scrappy team. They didn't have any consistent shooting.
What was that, 2016?
Yeah, that Bulls team was a mess. But
Exactly. You see what Jimmy had to work with.
Right. Wade was done. Wade was done at that time, and nobody really knew it. And to me, I saw it. I'm like, Wade done.
Yeah, he was done.
Wade was done. He was just there getting a check.
I knew he got some all-stars. What happened?
Yeah, Wade was trying to change his final year.
Oh, wait a minute.
He had a hot year.
Riding with Dwayne Wade. He was the Jimmy Butler.
So if you put LeBron with Philly versus Kawhi, they making the finals.
No, they not. No, they not.
It would be LeBron then.
No, they wasn't, because you got to remember, Joel Embiid.
So they would have made it out the first round.
Nope. But here's the thing. Joel Embiid got sick and didn't play for like 2-3 of those games. You remember that, right?
Correct.
So Joel Embiid was out. Ben Simmons was hurt. So the only person there was Jimmy. Tobias Harris was scared to shoot. So LeBron would have had to carry the whole team by himself. He can't do that. He couldn't step up like that for no 3 games. Jimmy forced Game 7.
My thing is, why do you think the Miami Heat will beat the Bucks?
We just told you why.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you one real quick since you're a stats guy. Let me tell you right quick since you're a stat guy. Let me tell you right quick. Here you go. I'm gonna answer it for you right quick. The only team that has beaten the most top teams in the NBA is the Miami Heat. They've beaten the Minnesota, Toronto. They beat all the top teams from the West and the East. The Miami Heat. No other team has done it.
This about to be a playoff series.
They beat the Lakers, Clippers, Heat. I mean, they beat the Clippers. They beat the Bucks. They beat everybody that's ahead of them. All the number one teams, they struggle against the Heat. And those are all the teams you got to play in the playoffs.
And they play in Miami. Players don't play well in Miami.
What the hell? Who's doing that?
Go ahead, bro. There's too many distractions. I'm talking about the visiting team. The visiting team.
That means absolutely nothing.
No.
That don't matter anyway. They're in a bubble.
They lost in Milwaukee. They won on the road. It wasn't the wins, all that in Miami.
They have one of the best home records every year.
Suck the other years if they sneak everybody and everybody play bad. Miami kept getting their butt whooped for the whole
Is the
decade.
stream messing up or is it me?
Miami always in the playoffs.
Yeah, but Cino is here. They ain't kicking Cino off no more.
Every year.
Cino's back, baby.
Without Jimmy Butler recently, not no 2008.
They probably missed the playoffs like in the last probably 20 years. They probably missed the playoffs like 3 years.
What?
They ain't never had the top pick. Miami has never had the top pick.
Alonzo Mourning? What are you talking about?
That was like 30 years ago.
So what?
No, he said in the last 10 they had
in the last 10 years.
No, that's true. They haven't missed playoffs.
Jay Blizz, I'm trying to send you the link, but we got a full boat right now. You just gotta wait, Jay. I'm gonna try to get you in.
This is what I'm going back to. Here's the thing. Bam Adebayo's gonna shut Giannis' water off, man, and he's done it in basically every matchup.
Yep.
Except the last game where the Bucks came back.
Yeah, that's because Jimmy wasn't there. Jimmy didn't play.
That's another thing.
And they was up 30.
Right, man. Right, man. And that's what I'm saying. And Miami's going to make Giannis have to shoot the basketball.
So do you believe in Tyler Hero, like I said? You believe in Duncan Robinson, Kendrick Nunn?
Yes.
You gonna believe tonight. You gonna believe tonight. This Jimmy Butler disrespect stops now.
Chris Middleton is better than all the other Miami players.
Get the fuck out.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Middleton, the choke artist, the dude who's choked 3 years in a row. He's choked 3 years in a row, and you talking about he's an all-star. Oh.
I think you going by.
Hey, wait. You don't focus on number twos, remember? You don't care about number twos, remember? So just like you said, what has he won? What has he done? What has he done? What has this number two done? I would take Jimmy Butler over Middleton any day of the week. Oh my God.
I'll take Chris Middleton over Hero. I'll take Chris Middleton over Duncan Robinson. Who else they got? Olynyk.
Dunn? You gonna take him over Dunn? Man. Oh man, this is it. This is it. It's going down.